my name is Bailey and I own an ambulance that I am currently converting into a camper van. This video will be about the removal of some of the exterior cabinets that we had on the ambulance and also be a recap of the previous sticker removal, the decal removal on the outside of the ambulance that me and my dad have done in the past since we got the ambulance. Post cabinet removal interior tour. We just had some metal work done on the ambulance, which included removing some of the exterior cabinets to make room for more interior space, including this one right here. This one was a short and fat one. This one over here, skinny and tall. It went all the way up to the ceiling. There was also clearly some insulation behind it that we have not gotten yet, so that will definitely be one of the next steps. And this one over here, which included my air compressor for my air brakes, and all of them, their boxes got taken out. There was a box out all the way out to here, and sheet metal was put on the outside where the door used to be, and then they also put some supports in there as well, which is cool. And right here in the future, I plan on having our water storage and our fridge right here. And I also might plan on making another little smaller door at the bottom so we can access the air compressor and we won't have to go through all the water storage to get there. And over here, there's going to be a bed here. So I really don't want these cabinets in the way because with the cabinets here, it was only this much worth of space. And I didn't really think I could sleep comfortably for very long in that much space. And we might have our gray water storage in the bottom of this cabinet, and so we might make another smaller door on the outside eventually there. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really good. I think all of the supports and all of the sheet metal on the outside looks really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Before and afters of the outside. Here's what the outside of the ambulance looked like before we removed the cabinets. We removed a double door one in the back and that short one in the front. And then on this side, we also removed this skinny cabinet that is on the back with the light on it as well. Here is what the ambulance looked like after we got it back. Here is what used to be the tall skinny cabinet with the light on top. My dad did take the light lens off so they wouldn't mess it up or anything by accident. And all the way to the bottom, you can see all the Bondo. They also sanded it to make it look all nice and be able to take primer later. And then here on the other side, we have what used to be the double doors cabinet with all the Bondo on it and everything. They did accidentally go down to the metal in some other places, so we were planning on priming that too. And here is the short and fat cabinet that had my air compressor in it. This one we are probably going to be making another shorter cabinet in the bottom eventually, so I can access the air compressor from the outside. And they also told us that we should prime the Bondo part so it didn't flake off in the sun, and that is the next step in our plan. Priming the exterior. This is a time-lapse of me and my dad putting the primer on. It's a little choppy because I sped up the video a whole lot and didn't do my time-lapse properly. But there's my dad. He forgot that we were only doing the outside, so he did the inside of some of that one. And we did a few coats of it. It was just in a spray can. We used about a can on all 3 of the doors. And it really wasn't that difficult. We also took off these bottom plates, some kick plates off of the ambulance because we had to do the bottom and didn't want to spray those a whole bunch. And here we have the finished product. We made sure to prime the parts where they accidentally went down to the metal on the original parts of the ambulance. We also put the light lens back up, so that looks pretty good. And we had to do about 3 coats on all sides of the Bondo. We made sure to get all of the edges as well. This is the one that my dad forgot we weren't doing the whole entire metal piece, so there is some in the middle. I think it looks pretty good. There is some overspray on the top, but I'm not too worried about that. We also took these pieces on the bottom off while we were doing it. so we didn't get too much on that since we would have to clean those off since we're keeping them. We also did this decal on the front cab of the ambulance because it said medic and stuff, so we wanted to get rid of that as well. Previous decal removal recap and new ideas. What you are watching right now is an old video of me and my dad removing these blue asterisk decals off the back of the ambulance. He is mostly using a heat gun and a razor blade to get them off, and I am using the whizzy wheel on the drill plus Goo Gone to get rid of the adhesive under it. The heat gun and the razor blade doesn't really work out in the colder months because it doesn't really get the metal warm enough for the sticker to actually come off. And the whizzy wheel is just super tedious and takes a whole lot of time because it gets the tiniest little bit. It makes a big mess while we use it because the rubber flakes off constantly while we are using it, and I really just don't like having to get it out of my hair and everything, and it takes so long to even just get a small area done. This video is sped up a whole lot. And also, I would like to continue doing this soon because I want it to look the least amount like an ambulance possible, because it is illegal to have the red lights and stuff, and I also just don't want to get pulled over for it or arouse any suspicion wherever I go. I need to do this soon because I am taking on its first out-of-state trip soon, and I just want it to look the least amount like an ambulance possible. We do have a few new solutions that we were thinking about. One of the first one is a wire wheel that we would attach to a drill and just completely drill the decals away. That would probably expose the metal in a lot of places, and then that opens up concerns about it flash rusting since it is pretty cold out, and things do that in Las Vegas. That's not like the best option, but we could just prime it right afterwards, so that is an option that would probably take a lot less time than the whizzy wheel and the razor blade. Another solution that we were thinking about using is my dad got some decal remover from a coworker of his that he said works pretty well, so we'll probably end up using that. You apply it with a paintbrush and then wait a little bit, and then hopefully the adhesive should come off. So hopefully that works, since that would save us a ton of time without having to use the whizzy wheel or the razor blade or the heat gun or anything. And I really just don't want to do that anymore, so I really hope that either of these solutions works, and that would just be super great for all of us. If you have any suggestions for any other things we should try with the stickers, let me know down in the comments. Final thoughts. I'm super happy with how the exterior cabinets came out. I'm really excited to start building things in the places that they were. I am also really hoping that the solvent decal remover works out, because that would save us a lot of time. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys would like to see some more content, I have a blog at vitalvan.net, and I post on there every Monday and Thursday, and I post here on my YouTube channel every Thursday. I also have a Instagram account. Right now it's at Van Goth Life, and I post on there every day pictures that the blog and the YouTube channel don't get to see, so go check those out if you want. Thanks for watching!